Hello, it's me. You guessed it, in this episode, we are talking about the iconic brand of Miss Adele. Let's talk about it. What up, y'all? I'm Liz Marie, a brand strategist and creative driven to support women and BIPOC-owned brands to overcome brand chaos and totally dominate the world, especially the world of business. And in this series, Badass Brand Breakdown, I break down the brand strategy and the tactics and messaging and brand elements behind some of my favorite brands to help you gain an understanding of how branding actually works. All right, so let's talk Miss Adele. I am an OG Adele fan, way back from her first album, 19. I know every song by heart, but I didn't realize I was such a huge fan until the end of 2021 when her new album was coming out, and I was devouring like every article, every video, every little glimpse I could get of her new album. At one point, my boyfriend was like, oh, she's just another Taylor Swift. And I got so defensive. I had no idea I felt so strongly about this. So we have established I'm an Adele superfan, but let's get down to what makes her so amazing. So from a branding standpoint, like many of the people I've profiled in this series, she probably didn't set out to be this strategic about her brand, but we can see and reverse engineer what some of the key themes, messages, ideas are that make her so iconic and so powerful. So if I were to establish her core message or tagline, which is the single most important succinct idea behind her brand, it would be the queen of feels. Adele is absolutely known for making us all really feel some shit. Her music accompanies our heartbreaks, our regrets, our high moments too. She is known for getting us all in our feels, and that's what everyone comes to expect from her. And that actually fits right in with her brand personality. So if I were to pick her brand archetype, and you can check out my video on brand archetypes for more on how to do that, I think she is a quintessential everyman brand. She is down to earth, she's imperfect, she has what's looked down on kind of as a lower class accent in London. She is improper, she curses. She's kind of the person that you would want to like go have a drink with or go out and have some fun with, and that personality has come through. But it's really more apparent in her music. She wears her heart on her sleeve. Her mistakes, her heartbreaks, she is so vulnerable in her music, and it creates something that's very human that literally everyone can relate to. That's why she has such broad universal appeal. She's not trying to be something she's not putting on this image that's unattainable. She is straight up like, look, I'm a mess, my heart hurts, I'm struggling right now, and everyone can relate to that because we have all been there. And that actually translates through to her style of music, her singing. There is a lot of emotion in her voice, in her runs, and she leaves a lot of so-called imperfections in her music. So the note isn't quite perfect, but it's very real and raw, and that is really relatable from an emotional standpoint. Now let's talk brand tactics. What are some of the tactics or key themes that have made her so successful and have built this incredible powerhouse of a personal brand? The first is that honesty, authenticity, vulnerability. We've talked about that a lot in all my other videos. Being yourself, being true to yourself, putting yourself out there for who you are, and not really being afraid to let that imperfection, those feelings, those real vulnerability shine through. That is a hallmark of really powerful personal brands. The second is limited access or scarcity. Unlike a lot of her peers who are like marketing all the time, they're all in your face, her approach has been, I'm gonna drop this album, it's gonna blow your mind, the world's gonna go crazy, I might do a tour, and then I'm gonna disappear for years. And that creates this scarcity effect. Like when she does make music, when she's dropping an album, when she is accessible for the limited window that she deems to be accessible, she is so in demand. People are like going crazy over it because we don't get it most of the time. And that is a deliberate tactic. Other people use that too. Rihanna uses that with her music. Beyonce uses that a little bit in terms of like social media, where she just like drips out stuff here and there. But scarcity is really aligned with luxury brands, and it creates this really in-demand effect. The next tactic would be being just Adele. Like she's really all about her artistry. In contrast with some of the mega huge artists that are same caliber as her, her brand isn't really about anything else than her music. She hasn't built her image on sexuality or on dancing or on these like over the top performances. She doesn't have all of these businesses going alongside it. It's just straight up about her music, her albums, her tours. That's all it is. And that actually really aligns with like the vulnerability. I'm just me. This is who I am, take it or leave it. And finally, some of the highlights of her career have been these incredible powerhouse performances at awards shows or at like big key events that have built anticipation and really driven demand for her music. In terms of visual identity, she doesn't really have a specific brand identity or a logo, but it's more about the iconography that she creates herself with her overall style. And she's become known for this kind of elegant, glamorous type of look, really voluminous, polished hair, kind of a throwback to like some of the 60s in the volume, lots and lots of eyeliner and eyelashes, really like defined eyes. So makeup has become a big part of her overall look that she's known for. And then the art direction of her photo shoots, her music videos, all of them have this very sophisticated, elegant feel, but still maintain that rawness that she's known for. And so that is like pervasive all across all of her videos, her album covers. Her album covers, in fact, really echo that idea of just Adele because they're simply her face. That's all it is. I'm not doing some fancy design. There's no real artwork. It is just me and my music. I'm pouring my heart out, take it or leave it. Now let's talk brand activation. So this is how you take that to life, what you're selling to people, how you kind of spread your wings as a brand and make money and create power in terms of brand equity. So for Adele, it is straight up about the music. She's one of the best-selling artists of all time. Her album 21 was the best-selling album of the entire 21st century. It was huge, sold 31 million copies and went diamond in the US, 17 times platinum in the UK. And her other albums have all gone platinum as well. We'll see what 30, her most recent album, does, but I think it's gonna be really huge as well. Aside from the albums themselves, she's made lots of money touring and has been really in high demand there. I read that from one tour, she earned over 140 million pounds just from one tour. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. And now she's announced she's going to have a Vegas residency for several months where she'll be performing every Friday and Saturday. And I read like the tickets are like thousands of dollars just for a regular seat. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like people are going crazy over it. The girl knows how to sell tickets. And again, she hasn't really bothered with branching out into endorsements or launching this brand or makeup or liquor or whatever. She doesn't need to. Like, her voice, her music, her artistry is fucking powerful enough on its own. And that really aligns with this idea of like, take it or leave it. I've got something to say, you like it or you don't. So if you want to learn one thing from Miss Adele, it is to be true to yourself, be authentically who you are, even if that means being vulnerable, because that's gonna allow people to connect with you and your brand on a very, very emotional level. And that's what branding is all about. If you want more on this and how to find your own brand personality, check out my video on brand archetypes or download my brand archetypes guide. And until next time, stay badass. All right, y'all, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down there. And check me out at LizMarieStrategy or LizMarieStrategy.com.